Hi, I'm Ariana, Ari for short. I grew up on a ranch with my Aunt Paula. She was my mom's twin sister and raised me all on her own. You'd think that meant we were close, but nope. For starters, we couldn't look more different. I've got red hair, brown eyes, and I'm not bragging, kind of a pretty face. And second, even though she and my mom were twins, Paula hated her. Like every time I asked about my mom, she had exactly one thing to say.
Your mother couldn't handle raising a child. Some people just aren't cut out for it.
But why didn't she want me?
Some questions don't have answers worth hearing.
What was she like? Was she a redhead like me?
Some things are not worth discussing.
You know, you can't say that and get away every time.
Yes, I can. And don't you have homework to do?
Already finished it. And I did a bonus worksheet. Did you know octopuses have 3 hearts? When they swim, one of them stops beating. So technically, exercise stresses them out.
And you stress me out. Now, if you're done wasting my time, I've got bills to pay. Bills no one's paying for me. Bills that keep me up at night. Bills that are the reason my hair's falling out. Ugh, bills. I hate bills.
Yeah, Paula was kinda bitter, but not in a cruel way. She fed me, clothed me, and made sure I did my homework, but never let me go too far. We lived a little outside the city, and since Paula couldn't afford school fees, I was homeschooled. The closest I ever got to traveling was watching travel vlogs on YouTube, imagining myself in Paris or riding the train through the Alps. Oh, and talking about YouTube, have you liked and subscribed to MSA yet? Do it now if you haven't. Anyway, traveling the world was my dream, but for now, I was stuck on a dusty ranch, counting down the days to our monthly grocery run, the only time I got to see the city. This one time, we were picking up supplies when I read about a carnival happening in our city. I asked Paula if I could go, but as always, she refused. So I snuck out, and it was amazing. Everything was so bright and alive. I couldn't take my eyes off it. It was the most independent I'd felt in 17 years. And I even met this cute guy. We talked, laughed, and I was having the best time till Paula arrived.
Get away from her, you moron!
Paula? What are you doing?
I should be the one asking you that. How dare you sneak away? Thank God the neighbors saw you leave, or I never would have known. And who is this boy?
He's my boyfriend. We love each other. And one day, we're gonna get married, and he's gonna take me away to a home where I don't feel like a prisoner. Away from you!
I swear, I just met her.
Oh, don't worry, honey boo. She just looks old and wrinkly and terrifying. You don't have to lie to her. But the boy panicked, yanked his hand out of mine, and sped off. Paula and I drove back, and once we got home, she grounded my butt. Not that it mattered. I was already grounded for life. That night, I cried into my pillow, wishing my parents were around so I never had to put up with this life with Paula. I guess I must have prayed extra hard, because the next morning, I was in the stables when I saw a car approaching. The door opened, and this woman stepped out dressed like a model. And then she ran over and hugged me.
Ariana, it's you. I never thought I'd find you.
I'm sorry. You are?
Your mother.
My brain short-circuited, and my heart tried to escape through my boots. How is that possible? I was told my mom was a selfish witch who abandoned me.
I never abandoned you. I was just stuck somewhere so I couldn't come sooner. But I am your mother.
Then she pulled out a folder with some photographs and a birth certificate with my name, Ariana Marie Campbell. My mind was still reeling when Paula's truck pulled up in the driveway. She saw the lady and lost her mind.
What are you doing here, Serena? You need to leave, now.
Paula? Why is this lady saying she's my mom?
Darling, because I am. Tell her, Paula, how all those years ago you framed me for a crime I didn't do, then stole my child and ran away.
Serena told me how she and Paula were brought up in foster care and eventually started working for the wealthy Campbell family when they were young.
Your father, James Campbell, loved me, but Paula had feelings for him after we got married and had you. I hoped she'd move on, but she only got more bitter.
Stop lying! James and I were just friends.
Tell that to yourself. You loved him. That's why you turned on me. You convinced James I was stealing from his company and got me thrown in jail. But the day I was taken away, James got into that accident, and just like that, I lost everything. The only thing I had left was you, Ari. But you were the last Campbell heir. And Paula knew you'd be useful, so she took you and came here where no one could find you. I tried reaching out to her after I got out, but she kept dodging me. So I hired a private investigator to find you.
I avoided you because you're vile and disgusting. Ari, this woman is bad news. She used your father, and after him, I couldn't let her get her claws into you too. That's why I kept you here.
So she is my mom.
Yes,
And you knew she was looking for me and you didn't even tell me?
I was trying to protect you.
From what? From knowing that my mother was looking for me? You didn't protect me, Paula. You trapped me. I kept asking you for answers and you kept lying to me. That's it. I'm leaving.
Please don't go. This is your home. Everything you know is here.
Is it? Because all I know is how to milk cows and clean stables. I don't even know how to live, Paula. You never let me grow up like a normal teenager.
You're a spoiled brat, Ariana. I raised you, and you're just gonna abandon me? And you think she's going to make everything better? That woman will drop you the second you stop being useful to her.
That's for me to find out. Paula kept screaming that I was making a mistake by believing Serena, but I ignored her. She had 18 years to come clean, but she chose to lie. So now I was gonna do what I thought was right. Mom and I reached California, and when I saw the size of Mom's mansion, I was stunned. My room was bigger than our entire living space back at the ranch, and the bed was so soft. It felt like I was on a cloud, but everything felt so surreal. My brain just wouldn't shut off, and I just couldn't sleep. So I decided to explore the house. As I wandered through the hallway, I saw stairs leading to the basement, and at the bottom was a heavy wooden door. I reached out to try the knob, but it was locked.
Ariana, what are you doing?
I spun around to see Serena watching me carefully from the shadows. I couldn't sleep. What's in this room?
Oh, that room is under renovation. Some infestation issue. But you're pretty brave to be wandering around the basement at this hour.
I'm used to living on a ranch, so I've seen my share of creepy stuff. But what are you doing here?
I saw you come down and thought I'd warn you.
She smiled and gently guided me away to my room.
Come, I'll tuck you in like I did when you were a baby.
Serena sang me the cutest lullaby, and I didn't even remember falling asleep. The next morning, I woke up to a lineup of servants outside my door.
For breakfast, we have golden waffles dusted with edible glitter, 12 types of tropical fruit, and a smoothie made from the choicest Greek yogurt.
May I clip your nails, ma'am? They're rather dirty. Or perhaps a quick eyebrow pluck. Oh, and you definitely need a pedicure.
What about a bath, ma'am? Would you prefer lavender hues or lemony lemongrass?
What's the difference?
One will make you feel relaxed, like you're floating on clouds. The other will make you feel fresh, like a blooming water lily.
I just want to be clean.
Of course, ma'am. Would you like to get dressed like a swan in this white gown, or a pigeon in this pink one?
The rest of the day was just as amazing. I was loving all the luxury. Paula tried calling me a few times, but I didn't answer. I was too busy talking to Mom, telling her all about my life and my dream to travel one day.
Oh, sweetie, I loved traveling too when I was your age, but it was so hard to save money. I thought I'd see the world with your father, but things just didn't work out for us. But now I have you, and I'll take you anywhere you want.
It felt great to have someone who genuinely heard me. So when Mom told me she wanted to throw me a welcome party to celebrate my arrival, I instantly said yes. But on the night of the party, my knees buckled. I'd never been around so many people, and it made me really nervous. So I slipped into the garden for some air when I saw the bushes rustle and a boy my age stuffing his face with shrimp. He freaked out when he saw me and threw the shrimp in my face. Dude, what are you doing?
Sorry, I thought you were security or something.
What if I was? Were you gonna blind me with a slippery shrimp?
I didn't think it through. I was just trying to eat something. This shrimp cocktail is disgusting, by the way. Don't know what the host was thinking.
The host is my mom.
Seriously? My bad. Look, please don't tell her I stole food. I was just really hungry. I had school all day, then my shift at the cafe, and then I had to rush here to work this party. I'm Leo, by the way.
Leo told me that he was one of the waiters at the party and that his mom and sister worked as maids at our house. We got talking and I ended up telling him everything about myself.
Oh, wow, that's tough. So now you'll stay with your real mom?
That's the plan. At least this way, I have an actual shot at life.
True, and you also get to eat these disgusting shrimps.
So disgusting. We laughed and cracked dumb jokes until Mom called me back inside. After that night, Leo started coming around more, and slowly he became my first real friend in the city. So when I started school next week and I was a full-blown nervous wreck, I convinced him to tag along for moral support. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Please, come with me.
I wish my mom made this kind of money. But sadly, I'm poor and late from my public school. You'll do great. Just stare at the ceiling if you feel like puking.
And then he just quickly hugged me and left. I wandered toward the school building, completely lost, when I somehow took a wrong turn and ended up on the football field. Suddenly, a football came flying straight at my face, but a hand shot out and caught it just inches away.
Careful where you're going, princess.
Thanks.
Wait, you're Ariana, right? I saw your pictures with my dad. He came to your party. I was supposed to come too, but I had football tryouts. Anyway, I was headed for lunch. You want to join?
As Lucas and I headed to the cafeteria, I noticed the girls kept smiling his way, and boys kept high-fiving him. Even the principal couldn't stop giggling when he spoke to her. It was pretty evident he was popular, and since I was with him, I got some eyes my way too, which I didn't mind. I was dying for a real high school experience, and I was getting it. I made tons of friends the first day, and even got invited to some parties. Mom was very excited when I told her.
Lucas is a gem of a boy. I'm so glad you guys have hit it off.
Well, that's a stretch. I'd say I'm getting to know him.
Of course, sweetie, but he's a charmer. It won't take you long before you fall for him. Oh, I'm so excited.
Okay, that was weird. Why was Mom pinning for me and Lucas? And sure, he seemed like a nice guy, but he wasn't really my type. Leo, on the other hand, was. And the more time we spent together, the closer I felt to him. He was the one person I could actually be weird with. Like the time we somehow ended up having a full-on burping contest after downing cans of soda.
Okay, that one was like an 8.5.
Please. I've seen old women burp louder after tea. Watch and learn.
Wow, very ladylike. Your mom would be proud.
Was that sarcasm?
What gave me away?
I don't know. The eye twitch, or maybe your smile.
What about it?
You do this thing, smiling from just one corner of your mouth, like you've made the world's greatest joke and you're waiting for applause.
You know, of all the things I've been told by all the girls who've ever fallen in love with me, that has to top the list.
But I'm not in love with you.
Keep noticing my smile, and maybe you will be.
Leo leaned in, and for a second, I thought he was gonna kiss me. But then he reached out and plucked a leaf out of my hair. I was still trying to catch my breath when his phone pinged.
My mom wants me to run some errands. I'll catch you tomorrow.
Leo left, and I was so giddy as I walked back home. I barely noticed Mom sitting on the sofa, glaring at me.
What was that?
Oh God, Mom, you scared me!
What were you doing with that boy?
Who, Leo? He's a friend.
He looked more than a friend to me. And weren't you supposed to be with Lucas today?
Oh, right. Lucas had asked if I could help him pick outfits for his birthday. I'd totally forgotten. Yeah, it slipped my mind. And I'm sure he has a dozen other friends who can take him shopping.
You're going to call him and apologize. And you're going to tell him you'll make it up to him by being his date to his birthday party tomorrow.
No, I won't, because I'm not interested in him like that.
And who are you interested in? That street rat? Lucas is important. His father has a major investment in my company, and I don't want to make him upset. I gave you this life, and it's time you learned how it works. Call him, or I'll fire that guy.
And then she just turned around and left. I wanted to tell her she couldn't push me around like that. But I decided to wait until morning, once things cooled down. But the next day, I woke up to Mom knocking on my door.
Ariana, are you awake?
What do you want, Mom?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have yelled. It's just that things are different now. You're rich, and like it or not, you can't be seen hanging out with people like Leo. I know it's difficult to understand, especially after the way you were raised, but high society has rules, and we all have to follow them. I just want what's best for you.
So you used my friend to threaten me?
I didn't mean that. I was just angry. Now, please, let's forget about it. Thought you might like this for Lucas's party.
I didn't want to go, but Mom was genuinely apologetic, so I didn't make a scene and agreed. When she left, I called Leo, asking if he was available to meet up, but he didn't answer. And then I got busy with getting ready. I arrived at the party and was immediately greeted by Lucas at the gate.
Serena, you look ravishing as always. And here's the girl who ditched me. It's cool though. I like when a girl plays hard to get. Makes things exciting. come now.
And before I could protest, he grabbed my arm and took me to his friends. Some faces I recognized from school, others I didn't. And Lucas was giving the worst introduction possible.
Guys, this is Ariana. You know, she used to live in a barn.
Like with cows and stuff?
And horses and hens. Were there hens?
I mean,
Oh, and she was super poor too. She had to live with her aunt in the middle of nowhere. And get this, she's never even been to school before. So tragic.
it wasn't that bad.
Really? Your mom said you hated it, that your aunt made you wipe floors and keep you locked in a room, and you went for days without a shower.
Oh, you poor thing. Is that why your hair looks like that?
Like what?
Like straw or hey cows eat?
Lucas's friends started giggling, and I felt my blood boil. At least I have good manners, something that doesn't come with money, apparently.
What did you just say to me?
You heard me, and then I turned around and left, but Lucas followed me.
You cannot talk to my friend like that.
And what about the way she talked to me? You had no right to bring up my past like that, Lucas. My aunt may not have had much, but she raised me the best she could.
Oh, relax. That was just a joke. Just laugh and move on.
Ha ha! Now get out of my way. And I stormed out of his house without looking back. I wanted to call Leo, but my phone was dead, so I put it away and was looking for a cab when suddenly I felt a shadow following me. Get out and face me, you punk! I was all set to punch him when the shadow moved and Leo walked out, dressed like a hot dog. Leo, what are you doing?
Sorry, I went to your house, but then saw you heading out, so I followed you.
Why are you dressed like that?
I couldn't risk your mom seeing me, and this is the only disguise I had. Well, this and Bugs Bunny, so I picked this one. Anyway, we need to talk.
Leo told me that last night my mom had fired his mom and sister and threatened to deport them if he didn't stop talking to me.
My mom's from Serbia. We moved here a few years ago because of my dad. Long story short, he's kind of a jerk, and going back isn't an option, so we had to leave. And now, we're moving to another town tonight.
What? She promised me that she wouldn't fire you if I went to Lucas's party. So why would she do that?
I don't know. Also, last night I'd gone back to your house to collect Mom's salary when I heard Serena talking to someone about some trust fund in your name. I couldn't hear the whole thing, but that's one word I caught.
But she never mentioned anything to me about a trust fund.
Maybe she doesn't want you to know. I've always found her a bit odd.
Paula warned me about this. She said my mom can't be trusted, but I didn't listen to her. Ugh, I'm so stupid.
Hey, you were just trying to find a family. It's not your fault.
I wept like a child as Leo pulled me into a hug. He was so close. I could feel his heartbeat against my cheek, but he pulled away.
I wish we had more time, Ari, but I have to go.
Leo, before I could finish, he was already leaving. I was furious, confused, and heartbroken. And as soon as I got home, I called the one person I never imagined turning to again, Paula. But she didn't answer. I left her texts and voice messages, but a whole day went by, and she didn't get back to me. Without any help, it was on me to find out what Mom was up to. But I had no idea what I was looking for. The only thing I knew was that she was oddly secretive about her room. So that day when she left for a meeting, that's where I started. I was going through her stuff when I bent down and spotted a bag under her bed. I opened it, and inside were fake IDs, passports, and an old key. I put the key in my pocket and was about to leave when I heard footsteps coming down the hallway. I quickly turned to leave, but my foot caught the edge of the bed, and I fell. And then Mom walked in.
Ariana, what are you doing in my room?
I was just checking the wood structure, you know? Paula always said the foundation of the home starts with solid beams. I thought maybe I could surprise you by getting it polished as a thank you gift, 'cause I'm so thankful you came looking for me, Mommy. I love you so much. Then I kissed Mom, hugged her, and left before she could ask me anything. That night, I kept thinking about that key. Where did it go? Why hide it under the bed? And then it hit me. That locked door in the basement. Serena was pretty weird about it when she found me there. I had to try, so I slipped out of bed and headed downstairs. I slid the key into the lock, turned it, and it clicked. The room was kind of dark, but when I flipped the switch, I froze. There was a man lying on a hospital bed, surrounded by wires and machines. I took a few steps closer to see his face when I felt a hand on my mouth, and everything went dark. When I woke up, I was sitting on a chair with Serena, Lucas, and his dad standing in front of me.
I warned you to stay out of this room, Ariana. Now look what you've done.
Let me out of here.
Oh, but I can't. If you leave, then I'll lose the one thing I need you for. Your trust fund.
What trust fund?
The one your father set up in your name before his accident.
That's when Serena told me that the man on the bed was my father, James Campbell, and he was in a coma. He's my dad? You said he died.
I lied. He was in a private clinic overseas for years. We only moved him here last month when the bills got too high. But he's basically a vegetable.
How could you say that about your own husband? Have you no heart?
Why should I have a heart when no one cares for me? I grew up with a sister who hated me. I married a man who threw me in jail because I was stealing a few bucks from his company. He was a billionaire. He could have ignored it, but he didn't, and put everything he owned in your name because you're his flesh and blood.
I'm your flesh and blood too.
Oh no, sweetie. You're James's daughter with some filthy maid. We had to hide the affair. The scandal would have ruined everything. Even Paula didn't know.
What? So you're not my mom? Is there anything you've said that's not a lie?
Nope, but I accepted you. And James, well, he adored you. I knew I'd always be second to you. And James wasn't loyal. He could have dropped me for any girl out there. I had to look out for myself, so I started taking money from his business. But Paula found out and told him, and he sent me to jail for 15 years. Luckily, I had my people working for me. Like
Lucas's dad.
Bingo. He worked for James, but he had bigger plans. So after I went to jail, I gave him access to the money I'd hidden offshore. He used it to fake James's death, bribe the paramedics, and hold a fake funeral, just to keep the nosy lawyers and shareholders quiet. Then he started a business and waited for me to come out. The plan was simple: get out, find you, and reclaim what's rightfully mine. But my dear sister disappeared with you, and that slowed us down.
And Lucas?
His job was to keep you distracted till you turned 18, but we all know how great that went.
In my defense, she's mind-numbingly boring.
And you're stupid.
This is insane. Paula was right about you. You're a monster. All of you are.
Tell me something new. Now, in 2 days, you'll turn 18 and become the legal owner of the trust fund. Then you will sign over every penny to me. Or
Let's just say there won't be any happy endings.
hallelujah.
And then they just turned around and left. I tried everything, rattling the doorknob, banging on the door, screaming, crying, but nothing worked. Eventually, exhaustion took over, and I passed out. When I opened my eyes again, everything hurt. I looked over to my side and saw my dad, helpless and tired. So I walked over and sat next to him. Hey, Dad, I'm your daughter, Ariana. I thought if I ever saw you, I'd run into your arms and tell you how much I've prayed for you. I don't know if you can hear me, Dad, but if you can, then please help me. I blinked back tears and looked at him, but he remained still. Then suddenly, his eyes moved. At first, I thought I imagined it, but they moved again, this time toward the side of the bed. I followed his gaze and saw a broken wooden stick in a corner. You're right, I can't give up. I will do everything to make this right. I grabbed the stick, then started banging on the door, praying someone would hear me and would come down to check. For a while, nothing happened. But then I heard footsteps, so I backed into the shadows and waited. And seconds later, Lucas walked in. Hi, buttface. I hit him with the stick, and he staggered. Then I elbowed him in the stomach, pushed him aside, and ran like a maniac. I was almost at the front entrance, but Serena grabbed me.
You just don't learn, do you?
I fought and kicked, but Serena was too strong. And just as I was about to give up, the front door flew open, and Paula walked in with Leo and a bunch of officers.
Let her go!
Serena froze, then tried to make a run for it, but the officers grabbed her and dragged her away. Lucas and his dad were right behind her, handcuffed. Paula rushed forward and dropped to her knees beside me.
I'm so sorry, Ari. I should have been there.
It doesn't matter. You're here now. but I tried calling you so many times. Where were you?
After you left, I was a mess. I went off to the Himalayas to figure things out. I didn't think you'd ever want to talk to me again, so I just disappeared. I came back yesterday and saw all your missed calls. I tried calling, but you didn't answer. Then I saw Leo's email and immediately left for this place.
I was trying to reach Paula and tell her everything we found out about Serena. I figured if I couldn't be there for you, I could at least get you the help you needed.
Thank you. I don't know what would have happened if you guys hadn't shown up. And Paula, I'm sorry for being such a brat. I know I hurt you, and you can ground my butt the second we get back home.
No grounding. We'll take a vacation. And I promise I'll do better too. And I'll be less grumpy.
Talking about grumpy, there's a surprise for you. I took Paula to the basement, and she was overjoyed to see that Dad was alive. She hugged him, and even though Dad couldn't speak, I could see in his eyes that he was happy. And as we stood there in that quiet moment, Leo pulled me into a hug. And for the first time in a long time, I felt safe.